Hello and welcome to Nerdarchy for Nerds by Nerds. I am Nerdarchist Ted, and tonight we're going to play some 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. Down in the description below, you can find a link to where you can find all of these wonderful people when they're not here on Nerdarchy. So without further ado, let's dive into some Under the Dome Balaria. Last session, chaos reigned. A roar of panicked voices and a reek of spore rot filled the streets as the fungal bloom surged outward, its symbiotic hive mind swallowing minds faster than the party could free them. Desperate, they sent word to Archmage Riven to receive his chilling reply, contain it, or I will burn it clean. They fought to hold the line, dragging survivors from the creepy tide, but the bloom grew fast, too hungry, and in the end, their efforts bought only moments. The pyromancers descended in pillars of fire, scorching the infestation and everything around it. Smoke didn't fall, but burned. And as the smoke thinned to embers, the party, exhausted, wounded, and carrying what few they saved, turned their backs to the charred remains of the village and limped towards the district of Iron Gate. They found themselves to a new tavern called the Chaos Cauldron, or what the locals just simply refer to as the Cauldron.
Right, so do we have a private place we can talk here? Like, have we got a room?
Yes.
I don't think we do yet.
Well, I will buy a room.
We're jumping ahead by a few moments to, kind of get rid of the necessities. You've cast off what you have with the survivors, unless you want to take those moments. But you are free to do as you please.
All right, well, I got us a room at the inn, and I'm sitting in it waiting for you guys, and, like, when you get there, you get there.
Then I would head to the room.
Yeah, same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Doris enters, and you can see, I know you're really wise, but you can see that she is quite sullen and set off kilter over everything that happened.
So I know at least one of you wants to do something about this.
As Hannibal walks in, his normal Pippi demeanor self is not Pippi, but he seems more meaner than demean. So he's like not enjoying what happened either.
You all serious about it, though?
Doesn't
Like-
all there takes a shit in the woods.
Yeah, all right. But what I mean is how serious, because I need to know before I start telling you any of this shit. It's bad enough that it could get us all killed. So tell me that you're serious, and I will take it seriously. But understand that I am being as serious as a heart attack, and that's what you're gonna get if we get caught.
I'm not sure what we're talking about.
Oh, no, and you won't until I know you're serious as a heart attack.
I think...
But how can I be serious if I mean, I think I don't know.
We just went through the ringer. We just went through some real serious shit. I'm tired. You're all tired. I think we're all pretty pissed at Riven.
Understatement of the century, but yes. This...
Pissed, yes, but I don't know that I'm take on Archmage pissed.
Okay. Well, then we have a dissenting opinion, and we're not all in, and we shouldn't do it.
So, I feel it important to make clear here and now. We have done our duty to the city as required to earn our freedom. No one will be blamed for leaving. At the same time, I, for one, have developed a trust for all of you. We have depended on one another, and we have survived together. That is all that one can ask of fellows in these times.
Real quick,
I don't-
Ted, in game, how long have we been together? It's been like 3 days, right?
3 to 5 days.
Okay.
Doris, not to put a hamper on your plan, but I don't believe Ribbon said he was done with us. I think he's just keeping us on retainer.
There was mention of several favors in order to quote unquote clear the name, but it was left very ambiguous.
Not even saying. If he wanted several, we only did one.
I see. In that case, I think I would adjust what she said to knowing about such people through personal experience. This wheel that we are on is not likely to end soon. If you want to leave, I won't blame you. Nor will I follow.
I would also like to add, however, that was a blatant disregard for life. Like, it was a situation, it needed to be contained, but it needed to be contained carefully, and they just came in and started burning everything. If it had gone airborne, the whole city would be fucked. I've got more than just personal reasons to think this needs to get taken care of.
And in
Not
truth,
necessarily.
go ahead.
I'm not necessarily dissenting or disagreeing. I just believe people much more powerful than ourselves and probably a lot less dysfunctional than ourselves have probably tried to take Riven down. Perhaps maybe some of the other mages, if I understand the current politics of the city. So I don't know that it's a task we're up to.
Okay, so I need a favor from you, whether you're involved in this or not, actually. How good are you at your alchemistry?
I'm fair enough at it. I've been dabbling for quite some time. I could probably do what you need, depending.
Are you good enough to isolate a strain of poison in a blood sample?
I can certainly try, but that seems like that might be the purview of someone more medically trained.
Perhaps I
And
could assist.
If I got you that sample, would you be able to create a countertoxin?
I mean, I can make countertoxins, but for what we saw, I don't know, that seemed magically induced. So
Yeah, I'm not talking about that.
Oh. In that case, probably. As long as it's not supernatural or magical in nature. Otherwise, it's going to require a bit more. But if you're talking about more worldly things, sure.
Well, I guess we'll find out, won't we? Does anybody have the supplies to draw some blood?
Look at my dagger, I mean, how much of it?
I sigh and take out my own dagger, like cantrip some flame, sterilize it first. Gonna make a little incision and get some blood sample for our illustrious healer here.
Well, I'll go through I'll rummage through the things that I took from the lab. Ted, is there a syringe in there?
Absolutely.
So I'm like, well, you guys are like kind of bantering back and forth with daggers. I was just rummaging through my things.
Yeah, I mean, there were, cobbled together. You have at least 3 full sets of alchemical supplies. So I would imagine, in this era, syringe would certainly be applicable.
Okay, great. I will pluck that when I notice that you have it and just take the sample myself. And I'm very steady at it. Like, I have done this 1,000 times before, and I just hand it to you.
Where are you taking the sample from?
Inner arm.
You're taking it
Because-
from me?
What?
From
Inner
himself.
arm.
Inner arm, not in
Oh.
her arm.
I was just like,
Hold still.
Hell no.
You know, the parts of the body you can reach with your hands.
Oh, you've been poisoned?
Yeah, like a lot.
All right. I begin setting up the alchemist labs, and I'll go to work. And granny goodness, you said you have some medical training?
Yes, I actually am versed in poisons.
Oh, that will be helpful as well.
So basically, just Dave, mechanically, I can assist you in whatever you're rolling.
All right. Well,
So let's do this as a a little impromptu skill challenge. For those that want to get involved. Medicine, alchemical supplies, poison supplies, are going to be your primary things. But I'm willing to hear, other things that might sound apropos.
I think that you should let me use Arcana, and I should use it to explain what is weird about my blood so that she can find the poison easier.
I'm willing to buy that.
I can give a bardic inspiration to somebody who needs it.
I am going to use a point of inspiration because I just nat one and fuck that. All right, cool. We're coming out on 16.
Okay.
So much better than 1.
16 is definitely better than a nat 1. Well, before we go any further, Hannibal, are you inspiring anybody?
Indeed, I would like to inspire the person that's supposed to be isolating the thingy.
So the first is going to be, probably Doris isolating the blood from the poison, and then Buzz taking the poison and making a countertoxin.
Oh, I thought I was assisting Buzz in all of it.
skill challenge.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, I got a 14 base, and what ability score am I adding to that, Ted?
This would be medicine check.
Oh, it's a medicine check. Okay, well that's
Yeah,
plus
yeah.
3, so that's 17. And if I get to add my proficiency for my poisoner's kit, that would bump it up to a dirty 20.
Sure. Are you turning in your bardic inspiration die on top of this?
That was without bardic inspiration.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. Are you adding? I'm
Can
just
I?
asking if you're adding.
Oh, I have one then, Carlos. You said I have
Yeah,
one.
Carlos gave me one.
Is that D8?
It is a D8, yes.
Okay, sure. I'll roll it on top. Okay, Nerdarchy N. So
There we go.
that's
So
an
it's
8.
28 without any issue. You're able to isolate the blood and the toxin, and initially it looks very much like one singular liquid, but through the processes of knowing your poisons and how it can be separated from the blood with your medicine skill, you're able to hand the vial off to Buzz.
All right, I have a 16, which I'll flash a genius to pop that to a 19.
All right. So over the next several hours, as you guys have this conversation, which leads to Riz revealing this information about him being poisoned, it's all extracted, it's dealt with, and you've got the countertoxin simmering. It'll take probably another couple hours to truly make it be complete, but then it will be.
Jezi and Tate, how comfortable are you guys with my character suggesting something you could do to help?
Go for it, for me at least, because there's not much I can do. I'm proficient in medicine, but that's about the extent of my set list here in this situation.
So, Kane, you seem especially capable with brute force. And Jelena, I don't know much about your particular priesthood, but every priest I've encountered has been insightful. One thing that I thought might be useful is if we could find out who in particular, would consider Riven Soltor a rival, an enemy, because we don't want to make ourselves targets directly, but my own experience with noble courts is that it's rarely the low man that takes down the upper crust. But if we can find an ally in another of the mages, perchance.
I mean, if you don't like working for him, but we're stuck working for him, maybe we should continue to work for him to just see who fights back, so to say.
Oh.
And a powerful ally.
And maybe gives a better offer. Because we don't want to go back to jail.
Right.
But obviously what was done is bothering you guys. So yeah.
That's fair. And I feel I should make it clear too. I don't hold love for any of the nobility in this city. Hells, I don't hold love for nobility in my home city.
We don't have them. We just have priests. But we also having people offered to the fire isn't really a bad thing. It's more like a how would you say it? A gift that you're selected to be in the fire.
Oh.
Yeah, that sounds like propaganda to me.
Huh, a lot of people just got gifted then.
Yes. Transitioning one mortal coil for the beyond.
You know, I can understand why you would say that. I mean, frankly, we live in a broken world. And those who maybe don't like the chaos, the perpetual striving for basic survival, it may prove to be a way out.
Well, we use the fire to keep the dome covered. And so the fire needs gifts.
So would these people be offered to any fire, or to your fire in your city, you mean?
Yeah, usually that's yeah.
How many people do you have to burn? Keep your dome going.
I mean, we don't just burn people, but there's a gift a day.
Ooh, I guess that's one way to keep your dome warm.
That is...
Huh.
I would be lying to say I was comfortable with it.
I
But
mean,
also I am made of plants, so...
What's your overall population?
Riven's not really handling that bad right now. I take a step away from Jelena.
I mean, one person a day is... Like, in a population of 2001, a week is a very big deal. How do you sustain a population if you're...
I guess, I don't know, like, from what I'm told, because I was more geared to priesthood when I was there are jobs where people farm people, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how these things work.
That sounds absolutely horrifying.
That is absolutely horrifying.
It just gets worse the more you talk.
Yeah, but
You know what? Maybe we shouldn't be going after Riven. Maybe we should be going to this other show.
But I
Massive
mean, you
campaign
guys
shift.
really upset by the fire. So I mean, if he's that bad of a leader, you would think there would be other leaders who
Okay.
would like him.
Yes, Yes, I want you to hold that thought for a second and just keep your hand on it, and then think for a second that it wasn't fire that killed those people and they used like a smokescreen of poison instead, and now are you upset about it?
Well, I mean, wasn't that what they were going to do to the rest of the city?
I mean, that's what I thought they might do to the rest of the city if they like burned the mushrooms, yeah.
But were they suffering before? Because they definitely looked like they were suffering when they were connected to the walls.
I mean, yeah, and it is a little bit complicated, but the point is more that he didn't even bother to come check himself. He just sent guys with flamethrowers and like didn't think it through, and that's reckless and not the amount of power that somebody who doesn't think about other people should have.
Yeah, but if you looked at his clothes, he doesn't look like the person that cares.
Okay, yes, and you're saying that other people will have also noticed that, and we should find one of those people, and I highly agree with you. We should definitely do that.
And there's probably people there because not everybody wears those clothes.
Okay, well, let's find out. Do you think you could keep him busy?
You want us to keep Riven busy?
You know what? Never mind. Let me push that further back the list of things.
Wait, no, that's fine. I mean, Hannibal is an entertainer and storyteller. So, I mean, if he's any good at his job, I mean, unless Riven doesn't have a sense of humor or doesn't like stories or anything.
Literally, as like you say it out, I kind of like, if I'm any good at my job, I'll have you know, I have tales from dome to dome for days and days. If there is no one in the city, and I say that not knowing who the hell is inside the city, better at telling stories than I.
Put a pin in that. I might need you to at a later date.
Pin.
How would we go about finding out who doesn't like him?
Well, a man like
that would be some serious investigation. Probably with a little bit of sneaking around and persuasion rolls, intimidation rolls, depending upon how deep in the direction you're looking to go.
Well, I was considering just having a moment where the party was keeping him busy and then turning into him and finding out who scowls at me. I have a pretty good insight.
I mean, a man like that makes enemies of the everyday common man.
If I don't stop and talk to anyone, it's going to be really hard to get caught out. He probably walks around all the time. We've got an idea of where he generally spends his time. All I have to do is just make an appearance and like walk through as him and see who makes faces.
I'm going to just throw this out here. This city is ruled by 5 mages. I'm going to guess the other 4 don't like him.
That's probably fair. We could just go straight to one of them and roll the dice.
Or we could do a job for him and just be loud about it and say that we're doing it for him and see who comes to us.
Plot twist, we conspire with one of his buddies, like, oh snap. That'd be wild.
That's what I'm here for. Now I will say that most of you have some what I would refer to as standard dome experience, where you have the common folk, the rabble that live on the ground. The nobles live in spires that are connected to the dome itself, and live totally above and look down, literally and figuratively, upon the rabble below.
It literally rains the piss and shit of nobles upon us.
Hey Ted,
Yes.
How are they connected to the dome?
Sometimes it's magically, sometimes it's like the dome here in Balaria. It's a metal spider web, so like it's literally fused and smithed into the literal metal itself.
Oh, so they're like dangling like chandeliers in their castles
Yes.
over the city.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So with that in mind, can we climb?
You don't have to climb. You just go right up. Look, there's the stairs right there.
Or burn
but
them.
Getting past the guards might be another matter. I mean, if we look like we belong there.
Well, is
I say as I'm dressed as a hobo, like a hobo.
So, I believe we got a bit sidetracked. What with the blood first? What did we need to do with that?
It's in process.
Okay.
You know, we spanned it out over the course of hours. So like, I imagine some of this conversation has happened while the things are going on.
Okay,
But
gotcha.
you know, now there is a cauldron simmering with the antitoxin. You know, that once it is done, it is what Rill, not Riz, is looking for.
Rill might have the Riz though.
yeah.
Sorry. So here are my thoughts. We know Riven Sultor flagrantly disregarded the lives of those infected and also risked if things exploded in a way that was not exactly the way he expected. He might have inadvertently infected the entire dome. This is reckless. This is dangerous. We need someone with less recklessness than that, which is a low bar, to help us in taking him down, whatever that looks like. Simultaneously, all of you seem to be better idea people than me when it comes to that. I am happy to offer insight into what nobility in general is like, or ways to get into noble courts. But all of you, what do you think would be the way to go about this plan? And then she just kind of like sits back and...
Buzz is going to go off to the corner of the room and squat down and begin like whispering to himself a lot, as if he's in a conversation with, you know, half a dozen other people or something.
So, is the idea to get the attention of a bunch of people while others sneak by?
No, we need to figure out which of the big mages doesn't like our mage so that we can dethrone our mage.
I mean, I'm
So-
sure a dome like this has a publication of news of some sort, whether
Okay.
it's official or even through the social vine.
I don't
So
know
you want-
how. I don't know how they run the domes where you guys come from, but back in Crestalia, the Grind Barons, they each run a different part of the city. And if you were to eliminate one of those houses, those functions are all vital to the city's sustainability and survival. I don't know how they do things here exactly, if all the mages are the ones that are keeping that dome up, or if some of them, or they have, you know, different things that they do, but we need to know more about Riven before we even think about disposing of them, because what comes next might be worse.
Yeah, and with this seems to be although we live in chaotic times, the city is functional to some degree. There has to be some sort of location to get information, even if it's a place where tomes are stored, where people can go in and check them out.
Huh. To the library? I haven't been in that place in a very, very long time. I don't know if I can go back into a library.
I mean, well, the way we said in our dome is that there's more than one way to play a drum. So
That's true. I've seen people use sticks in their hands,
sometimes their feet.
sometimes their feet.
And if you're really angry, you could bash it against someone's head. As I look over to Kane on that
sounds
one.
like my style right there.
Yeah. I'm sure you got a heavy beat, Kane.
I could see if there are any guilds in the city and see how they, you know, what the vibe is there with the ruling class.
I guess I know Benjamin had this idea, but like I guess a question for you, Ted, would be like, if I wanted to look for publication sources like news distributors, like official news distributors, like how would I
official news things? You would want to be like trying to touch base with the nobles down where you guys are at, where you know the rebel live. You're gonna get second wind kind of stuff.
Tabloids, you get the tabloids.
Yeah, essentially. You know, but there are plenty of conspiracy places. There's plenty of you know, folk who feel like they've got the bead on what is really going on in the spires.
Well, how about this, Hannibal? You hit up the library.
library? I'm not book smart.
Oh, I thought
I'm a bard, damn it.
I thought that's what you were talking about.
Oh, we're trying to talk.
Dane could talk to some of the soldiers and get the vibe from them. They're always getting shit on. I was thinking I could check out some of the guild halls if they have any in this city and see what the merchant class is thinking, the traders. I don't know, Granny Goodness, what do you do again? You punch people, right?
I mean, that's what landed me in prison, yes. I understand the ins and outs of politics fairly well. I think maybe perhaps if Jelena and I wanted to see what makes the city tick.
That could work, but I was going to say Jelena could maybe talk to some of those fire mages. I mean, they seem to have a lot in common. I mean,
Perhaps.
You know, we could dress
horrify
up
them.
and then go up top. We could dress
could.
up and then
We certainly could.
we can say your purse is full of coin.
So, Ted, maybe you can answer me this. I have the noble background. Even though I left that life in my dome, would being a noble of the elves be able to give me any kind of sway to get an audience here, given my background feature?
So I would think with a little bit of work and crafting a story and making sure that you have the look, which might if you don't consider yourself having fine or better clothes, acquiring such, it wouldn't require any let me stop tongue tying myself. You either have to get a good role and be convincing, or spend the coin, make sure you have the appropriate attire, and then you'd be able to get through with a good enough story.
So I looked, and I do have fine clothes.
Okay.
So, and it's actually what I wear. So I think what she will do is you kind of watch as this, what at first looks like hobo garb and layers of cloth upon one another, she begins unfolding them. And you see that as she unfolds it around her body, what once looked like rags and layers of skirts and things like that has become what looks like a dress that more or less looks like if it weren't made out of cloth, it would look like it was made out of flowers and plants. And like leaves and petals and things like that. And everything just hidden really well under draping layers. And with relatively little effort, she looks, at least in dress, like a member of some sort of plant court nobility.
Madam, your dress is in full bloom. Not to pry or nothing, but would it be alright to join you, Doris? Though I don't have the clothes, I have to buy those. I do have the tongue.
Absolutely. The tongue was always what landed me in more trouble in my old court. Jelena, I would appreciate your insight as well.
Can I come too? I want to dress up.
Absolutely.
We're gonna have a girls' day. It's gonna be great.
In fact, let's get all of us some nicer attire. I have 24 gold, which I'm sure is enough to buy Jelena at least a really nice dress of the way she wants it to look.
So if I remember correctly, I believe like fine clothes is anywhere from like 15 to 50 gold.
So
Yeah.
as they're over here discussing this and like while they're distracted talking about each other's like clothing and attire and things, I'm not even gonna leave the room. I'm just gonna let them be my own misdirection, and when they look back at me, I will be someone else entirely and dressed better than I am or was.
Okay.
Oh. Hello. She eyes who she doesn't know is real. And who are you?
Don't you remember? I've been sitting here the entire time, and it is Rill's voice.
Oh.
I smile.
Oh. Child, you're not one of the Grey Folk, are you?
I was.
I see. The questions I have are not for this time or this place, or necessarily even entitled to me.
Or necessarily even ones that I'll be able to answer, but we'll see what I can.
I mean, I need some time to recover my arcane energies, but I can change myself and how I look for a bit. And I mean, we've all seen Hannibal do it as well.
Well,
This is true.
spells.
So Hannibal can handle his own attire then. Jelena, shall we go shopping, dear?
I'm just gonna buy money. I'm just gonna use the money I have to buy clothes as well. I'd rather save the spell slot.
And Kane, if you'd like to be our bodyguard, you are more than capable and welcome.
I was kind of hoping you guys were going to dress Kane up fancy. I was looking forward to seeing that.
We could probably find a loincloth or something.
A super fancy Speedo.
Diamond studded, right?
Something Kim Kardashian would wear.
It would be too powerful. His armor class would go so high. You can't do that.
Right.
Plus 10 charisma. It's just what Freddie Mercury would wear. It's fine.
It'll be the distraction we need.
Right.
So, okay, we're going shopping, Ted. How does that montage look, or interaction look, whatever it is?
I'm gonna totally give it to you guys to carte blanche describe it. Just to save time. I don't feel the need to, do a whole shopping episode. So montage it for me, Bobby.
Okay. So to
Don't
start
forget to
with,
play the Cyndi Lauper.
Right.
Doris is going to identify quality. That's the thing. She has an eye for quality, even if it's not the most expensive thing out there, and oftentimes it's not. So that's where we're starting, and then I'm going to hand it off to Kane. So what do we find Kane?
Kane definitely doesn't go shopping, so he's just going to be standing there looking very confused as Doris and Jolene are just going crazy finding clothes and throwing them at him and such, and fabrics, and just utter disgust on his face.
I imagine there's I'm not wearing that. I'm not wearing that. And eventually it gets to something you're like, you hold it up. I guess this is acceptable.
Fine, I'll wear this.
You tossing it
Where are you
to
tossing
the
it
kid?
to?
I'll drop
I'm gonna
15 gold and get some fine clothes.
There we go. I'll toss it to him. Dave.
What
I
else?
just go in and pick some stuff off the rack. Like,
Yeah. What I do is like, if I see something that I would wear, I'm like, oh no, too drab. Nope. That right there. Nice. And if there's a little bit of wiggle room to it, I'll just fit into it and make it tell the tailor, hey, it's lickety split. I'll even tip them. Like, guess how much gold would that be?
Much as you want. Like I said, fine clothes can be anywhere from 15 to 50.
I want to dress good, but not that good. 25. Right in the middle. And 5 gold for the tip to the tailor. So 30 gold.
Okay.
I am going to suggest that we enact this plan tomorrow.
So then we just have Jelena to figure it out, right? Or is Real also getting clothes?
Your new Bobby.
Oh. Sorry. So we just have Jelena to describe what she's getting, unless Real's also getting clothes too.
Real magicked himself into better clothes.
Okay.
So Jelena is going to find the brightest yellow frilly dress ever, because she's never worn anything aside from what has been assigned to her, armor or like religious gowns.
Okay.
It is the same color or similar colors to what they wear, but the brightest, most obnoxious yellow with lots of frills. So she'd probably spend 50 gold. And
Nice.
her hair. Yep.
I love that.
All right, so by the time you get all of this stuff done, the antitoxin has finished its simmering, and you return yet again to the cauldron, as it is simply called.
I thought that's where we had our rooms.
Yes,
Okay.
but in that room is where you were simmering your
Well,
antitoxin.
I guess this is where we find out if it works or not, and I hand it over the vial.
Wow, I was muted. Okay, cool. I'll take it.
So you've been poisoned over and over again to, be controlled by this organization, that works for and alongside Riven for quite some time, and you down this beverage, this antitoxin, in absolute hopes that you will be fully in control of yourself. And as soon as the liquid touches your lips, give me a Constitution save.
Jesus Christ, okay. Oh, boss, I don't have my reroll either.
Can I give you an advantage with inspiration because I helped with it?
So you can, if you wanted to turn in your coin, you can do so to allow Robin to reroll.
Yes.
How
I
bad
will
was
do
the
that.
roll?
It was a natural one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
can't help
jeez,
that.
again?
I will put a hand on Real's shoulder and just say, "Dearest, you don't drink it, you inject it."
Okay, that brings me up to a 15.
So you begin retching, and what comes out winds up being like not the not the contents of your last meal, but it's like a sludge. And after several heaves, this black sludge is now all over the floor, spread out. It kind of smells somewhat awful. You can feel the memories hidden from you, things that you don't remember being taken. You have bits and pieces of even missions that have been removed to kind of coat things differently or paint things differently, so the story made your part seem a little easier or a little harder or what have you. But the most terrifying thing is as this sludge is smearing the carpet, it begins to move towards itself and collect itself as this puddle begins trying to move through the room and get out the window.
Oh, fuck, shit. No, got it. Stop it.
Okay, can I try to hit it?
Go ahead.
An unarmed strike.
You can absolutely try.
Okay, bet. So I don't have my reroll, so we'll just see how this goes. That's an 8 on the die plus 6.
All right, so you connect, and as your skin makes contact with this sludge, it begins attaching itself to your fist and begins trying to move up your arm.
Can I cast Vortex more?
Well, actually, while I'm doing that, I would like to use my flurry of blows.
Okay.
And then as part of that, I want to replace one of my strikes with a disruption strike.
Okay. And what is the disruption strike?
So it will let me choose a number of effects to impose upon it. So it says, when you use your flurry of blows, you may replace one of your unarmed strikes with a disruption strike. The target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or suffer one of the following effects of my choice. And there's Unraveled Movement, where their speed is halved until the start of my next turn. Reality Slip, they can't take reactions until the end of the next turn. Or they must roll 1d4 and subtract it from the next attack roll or saving throw.
Okay. And what of those are you selecting?
Unraveled Movement. So,
all right, so half speed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So I need to roll to hit. That is absolutely going to connect. That is a dirty 20.
Okay.
And then, so that's a disruption strike. So you see as Doris sort of, she, oh dear, that was very loud. That wasn't what I meant to do. You see, Rill says, stop it. And so Doris takes her palm and hits it. And then you see her very quickly hit it again with her heel of her hand. And when she does, it's almost like all of the light reverses into shadows and vice versa. It's like the entire room just sort of glitches out for a moment, and everyone feels that sort of pit in your stomach that you feel when a chaos storm rolls through or is oncoming. And it's like the entire room is briefly enveloped in its own chaos pocket.
So to add into that particular scene, you punch it, and I'm just gonna narratively, tell me if I'm wrong here, but I assume, right-handed, you make a strike with your right fist.
Mm-hmm.
It immediately wraps itself around your fist. So as you pull back, it is connected to your hand. So your other hand comes in with this disruptive strike. You connect. It definitely, has hit and made some kind of impact, but it is now connected to both of your hands.
Okay. And I think I get one more strike with Fury of Blows. Blech, I can speak. Right? So I'm going to try to hit it again.
With what?
I'll kick it. I will take my arm and kind of do that thing, like where you like bring your leg up and you like, just trying to shove it.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm not going to do it here because I don't have room to do it here.
You didn't need to. You could have just said, "I'm gonna kick it," and I can fill in the dots here.
Cool. All right. Let's see. That is 18 on the die plus 6.
Gonna hit.
24.
That's gonna hit as well.
And then do I need to roll damage for any of these?
Nope.
Okay.
So it is now connected to 3 of your limbs. You are finding it quite difficult to move.
Hey, Ted, I would like to save Granny Goodness from herself.
Sure.
I'm going to cast Vortex Warp and teleport it into the chamber pot.
To the chamber pot.
Actually, if you want, I don't know if you want to save your spell slot, Dave. I still have another thing I can do. I can teleport away from it.
I'm going to do this no matter what.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'll let you do it because I just didn't want you to like spend a spell slot if you didn't have to. But if you're going to do it anyway, then you go for it.
So that's a con save, DC 14.
For me?
No.
Okay.
For it, because I'm trying to teleport it.
That's gonna be a fail.
Okay. So it is in the chamber pot, and somebody quick cover that.
Do we want to set it on fire? Is that what I'm reading the room here?
I'm fine with that.
Send it to the great wick
So it's in the pot?
Yeah, it's in the chamber pot.
Looks like a glorified burning barrel.
Let's see. Which fire spell do we want to do?
You want to just fireball it.
I feel like Jezi and Jelena are much closer in personality than any of us realize because she looks far too eager for this.
This cleric is unhinged. Okay.
I love that you didn't contradict anything I said and instead said a bunch of starts of things.
Oh, I love
you were
fire
going
spells.
to.
I love fire spell. It's like a warlock and a spellcaster and...
Warlock is a spellcaster.
Well, yeah, but I mean, this class is amazing.
Just
I
let
didn't
her
have my
be
spells
enamored of
open
the
before.
fire.
Yeah, I'm still mad that I'm not going to make it to the max level, so I can't be the fire. It's fine, Ted. I'll be fine. Up.
So what are you casting?
Well, I have so many to choose from. You know what? We'll just cast Fireball. We have that now. Or I could do... The Scorcher's a good one, though. But Fireball, we'll make sure it's dead.
So Fireball is going to take up a large area, and you guys are in essentially a tavern room.
Oh, yeah.
So if you launch a Fireball, at least half of you are gonna be in the area of effect, if not all of you.
Okay. All right, fine. It's fine.
Just saying.
I gotta see what the Scorcher does again.
Agonize the Scorcher.
Yeah. A line of fire, 30 feet long. Nope, that's not it. We'll just do good old classic Burning Hands.
Okay. That's a dex save, right?
Mm-hmm. It is... Where did it go? Doesn't say what the dex save is, though.
It's your spell save DC.
Oh, okay. Right. 15.
It fails.
Okay. Let's see. 2d6. Uh, 15.
So you watch as this fire is very effective on this thing inside the chamber pot. you melt a little bit of the pot and a little bit of the wall and some of the floor, but you watch as this thing, sizzles, pops, and burns. You don't know if it's the smell from the remnants of the chamber pot, from the sludge, or a combination thereof, but it smells awful in here now. But the thing is no more.
Can we open a window or a door?
It did extra methane damage. Oh god.
I guess we should just do what we normally do. Empty the chamber pot out the window now. I mean, what you guys do. I don't use a chamber pot because I don't eat or drink.
Oh. That's goofy.
So, how does Rill feel?
Dumbstruck and very relieved, and probably like retching again, and definitely gonna do that. Just for sick reasons, like nothing else needs to come up. Just does not.
Oh yeah, completely,
Yeah.
completely. Feel free to make any fun modifications that you see fit. Given the backstory that you we're working on.
That was something.
I
Yeah.
would be endangering you if I explained it further.
I mean, I feel like we're kind of part of it now since we helped extract that from you. I thought you said it was poison. Poison doesn't generally get up and dance.
Well, maybe it wasn't just poison. Are you familiar with the concept of a cognito hazard?
What?
It's a poison in the mind, in the memory.
That was in your head?
Yeah.
That was a lot.
Well, it's been building up for years.
I'm glad
And-
you didn't sneeze in my direction.
I'm just glad it's gone.
Yeah. How'd
Jelani
they-
certainly came in clutch.
You have that same feeling, like when you get over like a long-standing cold and you can take that first full deep breath, but instead of like in your lungs, in your mind. You could equate that.
Yeah.
Well, that was interesting. On that note, I'm just going to go stand in the, go meditate in the corner and try and regain my arcane energies.
How many beds does this room have?
I imagine probably 2.
Okay. I'm going to go get my own room. How much is that?
5 silver.
And I'm going to long rest.
So we're not going to see Riven Soltor today.
Well, Buzz had said that he was vying for leaving to do this tomorrow, considering all that you guys had already dealt with today.
Gotcha. Okay, so this is still the same day. In that case, I'll also get my own room and also long rest.
Okay.
I'll just
It's
copy
5
squat.
silver.
If Ro wouldn't mind having me as a guest, I would definitely just relax as well.
Oh, please.
Striking numbers.
Yeah, Buzz doesn't ask or anything. He just pretends like he was supposed to be here.
I wouldn't think Real would mind, especially given the part you played in freeing him from the sludge.
So, do we long rest?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm sorry, I was waiting to see if anybody else wanted to say or do anything. The night passes. The only thing that breaks your rest is the revelry and merriment for the tavern goers down below. Occasionally hear some musicians playing and some libations shared and enjoyed. But the hustle and the bustle of the city outside continues. Eventually, dawn's light breaks through the window. Haze of light through the dome winds up bringing you yet another day.
So I guess we get dressed up fancy and head for the spires.
Yeah. I'm gonna eat a good breakfast first. Like, I'm going downstairs. I will spend 5 whole silver on breakfast, whatever that will get me.
All right. It's a hefty meal. But it's not like a meal of kings, but it's decent.
Okay. All right. So she will get up early, as monks are wont to do, I imagine. And she eats her breakfast with her dress folded up, sort of like how she normally has it, so she's not attracting lots of attention.
Okay.
And I don't know if anybody else is coming down for breakfast or not, but I do that, and if nobody else does, I will then go upstairs and get ready. And probably knock on Jelena's door. Just that.
So, Jelena went down and got food, but came back up to get dressed. Her hair is braided into like 6 or 7 braids all over, and the dress is on crooked and slightly backwards.
Okay.
I love her.
Do you open the door for Doris?
Absolutely.
Okay. And so when you open the door, she looks expectant, and then you just see, oh. Dearest, have you ever worn such a dress before?
Absolutely not.
All right, well, then we have some work to do. And she begins she's like, how much permission do I have here?
Oh, is it not on right?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay. Do you know how to fix it?
I believe so, because while human fashion is a lot more about pinching everything in certain places, the principles are roughly the same. And she starts kind of helping you tuck things in different places and like adjusting things and zipping and lacing and all of that goes into it. And occasionally you hear her mutter about the fashion's so complicated with humans. And then she just sort of gets you into a state that like your dress looks good and straight and everything. She gets her dress ready, and then she looks at your hair and she's, oh, you've done quite a good job with your hair, actually. Might I ask, I don't know how familiar you are with fronds and such, but I'm used to someone else doing mine, and I'm not very good with it.
I just brush it and put it up or down.
Oh.
I thought something different would be in order for today.
Well, yours looks very nice. And she'll just kind of like start messing with it a little bit and trying to tie it off. And she's not doing probably a very good job. I don't have proficiency with a disguise kit or anything, but she is.
I don't think you need a disguise kit if you're looking to just dress nicely.
Well, I know a disguise kit is like makeup and stuff like that. So, like, but she gets her hair in like a manageable state. And you see, then she just druid crafts it a little bit, and flowers start blooming in different places.
Oh, that's pretty. Thank you.
And she'll pluck a couple out of her hair and put them in yours.
Oh yeah,
So,
I like that. Looks nice.
it does. We are two very fancy ladies.
Jelena will try her best at the most awkward curtsy.
And Doris will correct you on your curtsy and how to do it.
All right.
She just kind of like
practice it.
roughly takes your hands and puts them where they go and explains how to move the garment away as you're doing it and everything. Like that.
Jelena will do it too because she's very interested in this because it's something completely different.
And, dearest, you don't curtsy for everyone. Only those of a higher station than you.
Isn't that everyone, though?
Not today.
Okay.
And I don't know if I need to roll persuasion or something. She's trying to, like, instill some confidence in Jelena.
So I don't tend to have, player versus player roll off. How would Jelena respond to that? Would they take it as confidence building, or would it not do anything?
She'd listen completely because this is something that she's not familiar with at all, but very interested in.
All right. Let's go see how the boys are doing. And so, I don't know who you want to go to first, Jelena. I'll follow you where you want to go, but you guys are going to see two very fancy, noble-looking ladies.
I'll just go to the first door.
Who's that, Ted?
Well, I mean, it's either going to be Hannibal or the room with the other three. So you guys pick.
Jelena, I
guess-
defer to you.
Probably Hannibal because I would have tried to get a room away from the smell.
So, you see, I'm just getting in the middle of tying them on. I guess I wouldn't call it a bow tie. What kind of neck attire are these people wearing here, Ted?
So it's quite eclectic in, the domes. So you don't really know specifically what the nobles here wear. I mean, when you wear the fancier clothes, it tends to be just richer fabrics, nicer cuts. It's not any kind of formality. It's whatever they can get that's made nice.
Okay, so I guess I'll just be tying a mask, almost like a mascot, if you will. But in our dome, we kind of like keep it a little bit loose in case we use it like in a dance, in case someone drinks too much of the beverage. We use it for dancing as well.
Cool.
Well,
Hey,
Hannibal,
how are you? Yes.
you look positively pleasant.
Why, thank you. And I hit a pose.
I feel like we should see a play after this.
I think that would be nice.
If it keeps us around the same circles where we can get more information.
I mean, thus far, the only things we've had to bond us really is trauma, being arrested. Not that those things aren't important, but a night at the theater sounds nice.
Well, if we conclude the business with gaining enough information against Ribbonsell toward that, I'll be more than happy to stop that duty to enjoy the pleasurable ones.
We'll have to convince Kane to leave his sword at home, though.
Is it not customary, though, if he's playing the part of a bodyguard for him to have something?
Well,
True, but bringing a great sword into a theater is a touch uncouth.
speaking of uncouth, Should we see how everyone else is doing and faring with their clothes?
I can't tell if I respect the burn or if that was unintentional.
Well, just
But
getting
yes.
into character.
I see. And yeah, we'll go check on the others. Knocking, just... knock on the door.
But so Buzz would already
Yeah,
be up because he doesn't really sleep, and would just go open the door.
How does Buzz look right now?
So right now he's in like fancy robes because that's what his fine clothes are. So it's kind
Okay.
of like really like a scribe or scholar for the nobility.
How scholarly of you.
I didn't want to get all crazy with buckles and zippers and ties, and this is just easier.
I don't blame you. Jelena's dress was a nightmare.
It came out nice, I guess.
It did. She carries it well, though.
Thank you.
Kane, Ryle, I think it's time.
What do you
Kane
guys
has-
look like?
He ended up agreeing to a pretty simplistic like tunic that had like a high collar on it. So he's trying to get some mobility in his arms. He just rips the sleeves off better, and then is just kind of yanking at his collar, but it's too tough to. At that point, I think Dolores would go up and like smack him and say, "You must leave some of it."
Oh yes, yes. She'll just say, "A few rips are stylish. Too many is rags."
Fine.
I have just become the median of everything that is expected at the court. Like the very most basic thing. I am dressed to blend in.
Are you real right now, or are you someone else?
I'm someone else.
All right, then she will make eye
Wait.
contact with you, knowing who you are, and say, "And who might I have the pleasure of addressing?"
Nemo.
Nemo.
I grin.
Charmed. And then she quickly turns to Jelena and says, "Not the condition, do not set me on fire."
Okay. You'd probably burn really quick being a plant.
I agree. That's why I would rather avoid it, and that's why I made a point to emphasize I was just using a figure of speech when I said charmed, not actually charmed.
Okay, so I'll ask if you guys want fire first.
I would appreciate that, at least if you're going to do it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely keep the fire over there. I'm good.
So I guess, can I arrange for us to get a carriage? To
Sure.
accommodate all of us. How much will that cost?
I'm
willing
if you want to
to-
like a full carriage to like kind of display your nobility, I'm gonna say it's gonna be like 5 gold.
Bet. Let's go.
So how are you going to do this to have it not be suspicious? How do you get the carriage?
So
I feel like this could be a whole side quest in and of itself.
I'm not trying to be unsuspicious, actually. Like, when I come down from the inn, I look the way I do. And so I will... I guess, Ted, you tell me, how does a page or someone like that work in this world?
So I mean, typically you have like young kids who are runners who will, get paid, coppers to deliver messages or to conscript out to find services. And they're a dime a dozen. They're all over the place. Within the city. Look,
Okay.
those looking to just be able to afford food.
I pick out a kid that looks like they're especially trustworthy, we'll say.
All right. Give me an insight roll.
Bet. Oh, that's cocked, and I'm so mad because it would have been 18. Okay, yeah, that's 9 on the die plus insight 3, so 12.
I mean, that's you find somebody that's fairly trustworthy.
Okay, so I'll just sort of like catch their eye and say, "You, child," and I will flash a gold piece.
He takes off, and before too long, he returns and says that the carriage is on the way.
Thank you.
And before too long, the silvery carriage arrives. I'm paraphrasing, but he would have asked, like, okay, how many people in your party? What are you looking for? A well-dressed driver sits up front. There's no mount, no animals pulling this thing. But the carriage is large enough for the entire party.
All right. So I'll go get everyone and say, our bulkular carriage has arrived.
Yeah, go.
And
Go ahead.
sorry, I was just gonna say, as we're on our way, I want to coach everybody in basic etiquette. I'm not doing a whole course, but just very basic, like stuff Rill will already know, I'm sure. And I'm probably targeting primarily like Buzz and Kane, the people I perceive as having the least amount of interaction with nobles.
The moment you step into the carriage, the sound changes. The ever-present industrial sounds of the city, the smells of the city, vanish. The space, not drastically, feels a little bit bigger on the inside of this carriage than it outwardly presents. There is a small table in the center of this thing where glasses of water and maybe some like cheese and crackers all sit. Throughout the journey, there's not a single bump, though there's no possible way that it's moving through the city without any kind of jostling. It would have to, but you don't feel it.
Wow, this is crazy.
Definitely more paved section of the road.
Is this not what you're used to?
Guess not.
No, not
Not at all.
Well,
Are there like windows and stuff that I can hang out of?
You can look out of, but not hang out of. No.
I'll be like plastered up against the window looking out.
All right. So inside the carriage, it is immaculate and clean, and yet outside things are rusty and decrepit. Things, are ramshackle and challenging. You see many, citizens of this dome that clearly show the struggles of a hard life. At least here in Iron Gate, the section of town that you're moving through, It might be slightly better than Smoke Bend, but only slightly. Or it could just very well be the entirety of, the rabble, the common folk within this place, all live too harsh and too hard a life, never truly getting time for care and comfort, and it's evident in just their daily lives.
Trying to avoid being caught looking wistful, Doris meaningfully turns her attention to Rill, lays a hand on his knee, and makes eye contact and says, "Did you sleep all right, dear? How are you feeling this morning?"
Better than I have in aeons. I've been carrying that around with me like a chain for ages, and it's just... Don't worry about me, I'm fine. Are you okay?
Dearest, people that live like we are living right now, and people that live like that, and she points out the window, should not be living such wildly different lives. But I resigned myself a long time ago to the realities of the world, both in terms of that and the very chaos storms that we live among. What should be and what is are not always the same thing.
Well, if they matched entirely, we'd be pretty bored, wouldn't we?
I suppose, though I can't say bored is necessarily a bad state to be in.
Fair enough.
What say you, Kane? You come from the combat dome, correct?
Yes.
So what is boredom to you?
Boredom is, I guess, really just not having a fight. Because if you're fighting, you know that you're striving to live. And if you're just sitting around, you're waiting to die.
So you embrace the struggle.
You can't make diamonds without a little pressure.
I see. What about you,
And by
Buzz?
the way,
Oh, you had...
I was gonna say your little lessons in nobility, as much as I appreciate it, I did spend quite a bit of time with the house hierarchy, as I was their top talent.
Oh, well then, forgive my ignorance.
No, it's fine. Understand. Just a big oaf. Must be just a dumb fighter. I get it a lot. It's fine.
No. And she grabs your eye contact. It was rude and insincere of me to presume. I apologize.
Forgiven.
I must confess, I still sometimes fall into my old prejudices. And then she looks to Buzz and Hannibal. What about boredom for the two of you?
I don't ever get bored. Not anymore. It's too much noise to get bored. And I don't know about that, not waiting around to die thing, because to be honest with you, I don't know if I do die or not. I'm sure I can be broken and destroyed, but if I just wait around and stay out of danger, how long will I live? You humans usually live like 100 years or so, right?
Everything rusts, Buzz.
Maybe. road of before us is much different than that anyway.
Hannibal, what about you?
Well, it would be boring to not put on a show whenever. Frankly. I mean, you've seen how my illusion magic gets me from places to places. And I think that's the thing about life. Being able to adapt, being able to respond well to different situations. Back in my dome, being part of the choir meant never stop to be sung, never to stop singing, to be caged, to be closed up forever, protecting the city while your body withered away. Nah, not for me.
That sounds awful. I guess for you, Madam Cleric, then, as we still have just a short ways, what wisdom have you to impart on us?
About being bored?
Or any other words you might have.
Oh. I never have had those luxuries. I've been here to serve. Which this is all new and exciting. And she's literally touching everything. She lit the windows. She's just like completely occupied.
All right.
So is Jelena marveled by freedom of choice here? Was that what we're saying?
Yes, definitely. She's never experienced anything like this.
So eventually, though it takes some time, you make your way through, slightly better sections of the neighborhood until you're more on the outskirts, heading towards the edge of the city, where the great staircases, lie and allow you to look out over the vast sea of black sands out beyond the incredibly heavy metal of the Balarium webbing that makes up this massive, hundreds of mile across dome that conceals, or not conceals, but contains the entirety of this vast city. There's something about the staircase, because it looks like it's miles, but as you begin walking, there's something to it, and before you know it, you're up towards the middle of this, looking down. You realize you don't have the capacity to just step off the stairs. There's no railing, but there's some kind of barrier. Something, accelerates you fast up the stairs. Clearly magic has been woven into the entirety of this staircase so that you don't have to spend several hours climbing for miles, killing your legs. It's not quite the, escalator in a mall, but it's pretty damn close.
How interesting.
So what's the plan now that we're up here? What do you want to do?
I would like to introduce ourselves to Riven Soltor on his front. Perhaps some of our more insightful members can get a read on what's going on, or any nuance when we go.
Oh, I thought we maybe were going to try and be a little more subtle and stay under his radar while we figure this out.
Dearest, the second you have a noble's eye, you are not ever under the radar. You are exactly on the radar.
Yeah, but I don't think we need to dip ourselves in oil and light ourselves on fire and run around.
That's for Jelena to do. I was hoping we might rely more on Hannibal's silver tongue and my name to carry a bit of clout.
What I can. That's all I can promise.
So to be clear, you want to go meet with him?
Yes. We need to know this person who we have only met in certain contexts. And while we are around him, as Rill has so aptly pointed out, among the courts, something as subtle as a scowl or a sidelong glance means a lot more than it does even in a tavern.
Right. I don't know about this plan, but I'll trust your guts on this one.
So as you get to the top of the stairs, you get to see a whole nother view. Up here, the air smells sweeter. You don't have, any kind of like high mountain situation where the air is thinner or any of that kind of stuff. But the troubles of down below seem diminished. There is, walkways and all kinds of things, just as you'd be able to explore a city in any way, shape, or form. All of that seems to be up here as well. You do see, people milling about, some, riding different interesting mounts. You see, some people driving vehicles. You definitely see more elegant carriages like the one that you rode in, a short while ago. But you are barred. There is a guardhouse at the top of this staircase, and you see a very elegant construct, faint lights in the visage, silver filigree, coating all of his exterior. You only see the hilt sticking up over the shoulder, but it definitely looks like a decorated hilt and crossguard. And it takes in each and every one of you, and those of you who are martially trained, you absolutely see the acknowledgement of if any of you are openly, have access to weapons. It takes note automatically of that. Welcome to the Spires. What is your business and rank?
Endoricia Arathalel. I seek an audience with Riven Siltor. This is my company.
What is the matter of your meeting with one of the major archmages within the city?
Business.
I understand the archmages are quite busy, and almost without question, do not take same-day appointments.
He has already interacted with us and made time for us.
Is he aware of your coming?
Not as of yet.
As previously stated, as orders directed to me by the council themselves, the archmages of this city almost without question, do not take same-day appointments.
Hannibal, could you offer better information for this gentleman?
Oof, the only question is, do I try to convince him or lie to his face? That is the only question I love. My dear friend. Actually, he's kind of like a half-truth. Look, my dear friend. You know, and I know, Rivera is a very, very important man. But he always makes the time for when it comes to other meetings. This is a matter of importance. I would not be the one that went to tell Rivera his agenda was delayed because of bureaucracy. So, please tell him we're here to see him. I don't know what check you need me to make, buddy. It's like a half-truth. I didn't BS. You tell me what I need to make this up, shit or persuasion.
So, he looks to you, Hannibal. He looks to the lot of you. One moment.
Thank
And he calls into the structure, and a very what's the word I'm looking for? A wisp of a woman comes out. The faint pointing of her ears, belies some kind of elven heritage. The dress seems to kind of dance and move around her, as if like the air just can't sit still around her. Lady Sasara, there's this party here says they have urgent business for the Archmage, and it can't wait. She's like, well, I could certainly contact him and see if this is worth disturbing his many duties. I am one of the aides here to the Archmages. My name is Lady Sasara Veilstrom. If you might give me a minor summation of this major importance, so that he can make the ever so important decision of whether he needs to meet with you hastily, or if this is a matter that could wait.
There's this might be a lie, I don't know, or it's a half truth too, who knows. We have reason to believe, after some incident, that those are plotting against Rivera. We're here to see that doesn't happen.
There's at any given time at least 5 plots against each of the Archmages.
Of course.
If you have reason to believe but don't have any concrete actionable evidence, I bid you a good day.
Oh snap. Well, is Saltor aware of and I kind of keep my voice down a bit, the Thorn Mother?
Yes.
Well, that's great. That's what we want to talk about. No, that's not what I say.
Certainly, Riven Sultan would care to know about monsters masquerading as civilians that may or may not have unleashed fungal plagues among corrupted illicit substances. And I'm like making eye contact with her when I say this, so like just trying to carry myself with that confidence, with that persuasion. Like, I'm not lying. I am being direct. I am trying to like...
Are you referring to what transpired yesterday morning? Is that House Calden Fear sent its most talented pyromancers to quell?
I'm referring to some of the cause of it. Things we did not get an opportunity to share with his lordship.
Were you directly involved?
No. But I had information that was important for him to learn, but unfortunately the urgency with which the situation was handled prevented all of the information from reaching his ears. And being as it is about disguises of a magical nature, it is important that we don't just flaunt this information through the streets. I'm sure you
are not
understand.
flaunting anything through the streets. You could tell me directly, and I could ensure that he gets it without being disturbed from keeping the dome active, keeping the citizenry safe from the horrors without.
With all due respect, my good lady, he provided us with a direct means of contact, which...
Then why are you bothering to come all the way up here if you could contact him directly?
Because
you picking up our calls.
Because you and I both know that there are means of skilled mages tapping into magical communications, and I imagined that his lordship would have a more secure place where we might discuss such sensitive information with him specifically. And I presumed that this direct line was an open invitation. If I have mistaken, then perhaps we should take our leave.
Well, I imagine that if the Archmage provided you with such a device, I doubt anyone, short of one of the other Archmages, would have the capacity to tamper with such things.
Oh, I agree wholeheartedly, and we all know that all of the Archmages do get along so very well.
But they're not willing to do anything that would jeopardize such things, since each and every one are necessary to keep our dome active and alive. We wouldn't want to have another Vargusian, shall we?
And that very trust is exactly what makes me believe I need to speak with him directly.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Okay, Nerdarchian! So that's 24 total.
All right, wow. So
We'll
sometimes
take
the dice are there.
These aircraft dice, man, they do me right when it counts.
Yeah. Limited number of those sets exist. So there's a minor tell as she kind of relaxes her shoulders, and there's just the faintest bit of a sigh. And you watch as there's a quick just gesture. She closes her eyes, and it's clear she's enacted some kind of magic. Anyone proficient in Arcana, she casts the message spell. And she says it'll be just this way. Ground Marshal. She nods her head towards the construct that has remained completely motionless throughout this whole thing. He opens the gate and allows the lot of you in. She yet again kind of swirls her hand, but as opposed to like, a minor gesture, it's as if she's trying to like pull the air that is like completely surrounding her, and within a few seconds, a faint shimmer of a fairly large disc appears, and with a dainty step, she steps onto this floating disc and bids you all join her. And you wind up getting just a minor tour of the vast houses that make up the bit of the nobility, as you kind of navigate across the miles of the dome up here. Nothing up here is like down below. Everything is crafted beautifully, immaculate. No ramshackle, no building made of multiple materials. Here, everything is solid, is pristine, is beautiful. And anything that seems out of sorts is clearly like undergoing repairs. Before you quickly make your way towards the spiraled spires that make up the Archmage's sanctum. And as you climb higher and higher, it's as if the weight of the center of power is like looming down upon all of you. What do you call it? Lady Cicera, she kind of nods her head, in deference towards the spire. Doesn't look to see if anybody else does. Doesn't, try and convince you guys that's what you're supposed to do. But eventually, you're led up. There's no landing or any of that kind of thing to give you an inclination that there's going to be a door. But she brings it up to a stone wall, makes another gesture, and the doorway opens up. And that's where we're gonna end. We'll see what's inside next time. I know it's a few minutes early, but I figured this would be a good stopping point. So jump on down in the description below where you can find a link to where you can find all these wonderful people. You can always get new Under the Dome content every Monday here at Nerdarchy. Just go to nerdarchy.com. Check out all the wonderful articles that are out there. Hey, if you're going to PAX Unplugged this weekend, look for Dave and myself. We always go to this one, and it's one of my favorites. So until next time, stay nerdy.
Nerdy.